President Muhammadu Buhari restates the determination of the Nigerian government towards achieving the vision of 30 gigawatts of energy by the year 2030. The presidential candidates of APC, SDP and Labour Party promised double-digit economic growth, revamping Nigeria's economy and revive the moribund AJAOKUTA steel. South Africa president survives MP vote over the Cashin Sofa scandal. And in sports, NBA renames MVP award as Michael Jordan Trophy as part of a rebranding. This is MLC TV News R, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Mono Balagubu. Thanks for joining us. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, Tuesday in Washington, United States, restated the determination of the Nigerian government towards achieving the vision of 30 gigawatts of energy by the year 2030. The President said this during the discussion panel on just energy transition at the ongoing U.S.-Africa Leaders Summit in the American city. He used the opportunity to outline the comprehensive energy transition plan unfolded by his administration in response to the issues associated with climate change. The president stressed that the Nigerian government had embarked on several reforms, one of the best in Africa, on mini-grid regulations, as well as the integration of renewable energy into the national grid. He disclosed some of the reforms which had positively impacted the energy sector in Nigeria, while also stressing the resources that the administration had committed towards the realization of the vision. The Nigerian leader, however, called for considerable financial and technical support to achieve the goals. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Soho, on Tuesday warned judges against dancing to the tunes of desperate politicians as they handle election-related cases in 2023. He told the judges to ensure that pending pre-election cases are concluded within the stipulated time. Justice Soho issued the warning in Abuja during the opening of the 38th Annual Judges Conference of the FHC. Justice Soho said as judges they were expected to conduct themselves without blemish. While commending the judges for their understanding and unwavering commitment in the handling of the pre-election cases, Justice Soho said the conference was intended to examine issues confronting the court and finding solutions to them. At the event, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, said the conference would allow the judges to rub minds and discuss how to address the challenges facing the court. And on to stories in politics. The All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Bola Tinubu has promised widespread industrialization across the country if elected president. Tinubu said this at the party's presidential rally in Kaduna on Tuesday. Tinubu said he has a track record of bringing alive the hopes of the citizenry with people-oriented governance. He said that with the support and his team of the APC and Nigerians, he will improve the economy, secure peace, promote the industry, grow more food and create more and better jobs for the average person. Speaking on his plans to massively industrialize the nation, the former Lagos State governor made it known that they will make industries hum again. Meanwhile, he further went on to say that they will give the youth the training, access and policy support that they need to explore new economic frontiers in the digital economy and other uses of technology to create new goods and services that benefit the entire population. Similarly, in Jos Plateau, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, promised to revamp Nigeria's economy if he wins next year's presidential election. Speaking at the Ruang Township Stadium in Jos Plateau State on Tuesday during his presidential rally, Atiku also promised to restore peace and rehabilitate roads if elected. The former vice president, who arrived at the stadium at exactly 2:03 p.m., had earlier visited the Anglican Bishop of Jos, Benjamin Kwashi, the Gwangwam Jos, Jacob Gyang Buba, as well as the home of an Islamic leader, Sheikh Yahya Jing. Addressing the people, Atiku said that the people of Plateau is a homecoming for me because he had a resident of this state for the past 20 years. He promised to rehabilitate all the roads and revamp the economy of the state. While the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, promised to revive the moribund of AJAOKUTA Steel Company if elected president next year. Obi made the promise on Tuesday while addressing a campaign rally at the Conference Stadium in Lokoja. He promised to ensure that the steel industry is revived to give strong backing to the economy. He said that the steel industry was vital importance to the development of the economy, and as soon as he's sworn in, he will work with professionals and experts who know what to do with the AJAOKUTA Steel Company. We'll want a short break right now. We'll be right back. Please do stay with us. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Welcome back. You're still watching News Hour on MLC TV. And now to stories from the foreign scene. Greek MEP Eva Kaili has denied involvement in an alleged bribery scandal involving World Cup host Qatar at the European Parliament. She is one of 4 suspects charged after Belgian investigators found 1.5 million euros, 1.3 million euros in 2 homes and a suitcase. MEPs have voted by 6-5 to 1 to strip Kaili of a role as one of its 14 vice presidents. Parliament leader Roberta Metsola had spoken of a difficult days for European democracy. Qatar has denied any wrongdoing. Eva Kaili declared her innocence and that she had nothing to do with the bribery from Qatar. Her lawyer Michalis Dimitrakopoulos told Greek TV on Tuesday. Prosecutors carried out a string of searches over several days and said cash worth about 600,000 euros had been found at her home, and one suspect 150,000 at the flat of an MEP and 750,000 euros in a suitcase in Brussels hotel. Belgian police released a photo on Tuesday showing piles of notes of 200, 50, 20 and 10 euro denominations. The U.S. has charged 5 Russians and 2 Americans with conspiracy related to procurement and money laundering on behalf of the government in Moscow. The Justice Department said they were suspected of trying to obtain military-grade and dual-use technologies from U.S. firms from Russia's defense sector. They are also believed to have conspired to smuggle sniper ammunition in violation of U.S. sanctions. One of the Russians is thought to be a Federal Security Service FSB officer. The suspects and the Russian government have so far made no comment on the investigation. 3 of the group are in custody. 4 of the Russians are still at large. In a statement, the U.S. Department of Justice said a 16-count indictment was unsealed on Tuesday in Brooklyn Federal Court in New York City. According to the document, the defendants unlawfully purchased and exported highly sensitive and heavily regulated electronic components, some of which can be used in the development of nuclear and hypersonic weapons, quantum computing, and other military applications. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland said that his department and America's international partners will not tolerate criminal schemes to bolster the Russian military war efforts. This was a reference to the full-scale invasion of Ukraine launched by Russian President Vladimir Putin on the 24th of February. MPs at a special sitting of South Africa's parliament voted to reject a move to begin impeachment proceedings against President Cyril Ramaphosa. The president was accused of covering up the theft of a large sum of foreign currency from his farm in 2020, some of which had been hidden in a sofa. The debate before the vote focused on an independent report which concluded he may have violated the constitution. Ramaphosa, who is up for re-election as ANC leader, denies any wrongdoing. The African National Congress had told its MPs to block a possible impeachment, although a handful broke ranks and sided with opposition parties and voted to accept the report and let impeachment proceedings start. Now that Ramaphosa has survived the vote, he is thought likely to win re-election at his party's conference, which starts on Friday. He will then be in a pole position to become the ANC's presidential candidate at the next election in 2024. And now to sports news. A dazzling performance from Lionel Messi led Argentina to finish their sixth World Cup final with victory over Croatia at Lusail Stadium. The Argentines beat Croatia 3-0, with Messi scoring from the spot and Julian Alvarez scoring a brace to see them into the finals. They await the winner of the second semi-finals on Wednesday when France faces Morocco. The finals of the World Cup are slated for Sunday. The award presented to the NBA's most valuable player is to be renamed the Michael Jordan Trophy. It is one of 6 newly designed trophies named after NBA legends, and it follows the naming of the All-Star Game MVP trophy after the late Kobe Bryant. The 5 other former players are Wilt Chamberlain, John Havlicek, George Mikan, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Jerry West. 6-time NBA champion Jordan won the MVP award 5 times while playing for the Chicago Bulls. He spent most of his career, which began in 1984, with the Bulls and became a global icon who helped raise the NBA's profile around the world. The 6 new awards are Michael Jordan Trophy, MVP, Hakeem Olajuwon Trophy, Defensive Player of the Year, Wilt Chamberlain Trophy, Rookie of the Year, Jerry West Trophy, Clutch Player of the Year, John Havlicek Trophy, 6th Man of the Year, George Mikan Trophy, Most Improved Player of the Year. 24 teams in Warri Delta State will compete for the ultimate prize at the second Victor Ikpeba Football Challenge, which kicks off on the 21st of December in Warri. According to the sponsor and the 1997 African Player of the Year, Victor Ikpeba, the Under-17 Championship, is meant to expose talented players to the global market and also give back to the society that made him a successful international football star. Ikpeba said the purpose of hosting the Under-17 Challenge is to enable top clubs in Europe to have the opportunity of discovering young and talented Nigerian footballers from the grassroots, just as he was discovered after playing for the Golden Eaglets at the Scotland 89 Under-17 World Cup. The General Coordinator, Victor Ikpeba Football Challenge, Dapo Sotumino, said against the setting at the first edition in Warri last year, when only 16 teams participated in the competition, the 2022 edition will have 24 clubs converge on the Amide Secondary School pitch, Efurun, Warri, to vie for honors in the competition. The champions of the competition, which will end on the 23rd of December, will go home with a cash prize of 150,000 naira. The second place team gets 100,000 naira, and the third place side receives 70,000 naira. The fourth place team will also get a consolation prize of 50,000 naira, as well as individual awards for exceptional players during the competition. And now to entertainment news. Let's now join Matthias Ayodeji for the news update.
On our entertainment news, filmmaker and politician Funke Akindele has disclosed her plans to step away from Nollywood to focus on her political career, as she hints at Battle on Boka Street as her last movie. While confirming her PDP deputy governorship candidacy in July, Akindele said that she was ready to pay the price of facing politics, which would mean temporarily halting her career in the Nigerian film industry. In an interview with Punch, the filmmaker stated that her most recent film, Battle on Boka Street, is her final project before diving fully into politics. The actress, who is running to become the next deputy governor of Lagos State, claimed that she will still be in the background to guide and monitor the newcomers. She is only allowing them to carry on with her work. In July, the Nollywood actress said that she'll be venturing fully into politics when the governorship candidate of People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Lagos, Olajide Adediran, picked her as his running mate for the 2023 general election. Still on our entertainment news from Africa, former Big Brother Naija contestant Eric Ahigbe has reportedly been arrested for allegedly scamming people by promising them slots in coming Big Brother Naija's editions. According to reports gaining traction, the reality star have been collecting huge sums of money from people, promising them slots in the Big Brother Naija house. The reality star was reportedly arrested in the UK. Earlier this year, a young singer identified as Baby C called out Eric for scamming her with a fake BBN slot. She revealed on social media that ex-Big Brother Naija housemate duped her of millions of naira. According to the reports, Baby C paid 5.3 million naira to the ex-BBN housemate to help her gain entry into the Big Brother Naija house, a deal which never worked out. Labeling him as a scammer, she explained that the scam was perpetrated by the reality star with the help of another person allegedly working with MultiChoice. The singer shared screenshots of her chat with Eric before and after she realized her money had gone with the wind. Details of the alleged arrest or scam have not been confirmed, nor have the star or his legal correspondent said anything. Aigbe, 25, is from the state of Edo. He describes himself as a competitive fun and fitness enthusiast. He also defines himself as a reserved individual who takes his time to show his wild self. And that is all on entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Idoji Peter, reporting for MLC TV. Back to our caster for more story.
Children, church members, friends, and other well-wishers took turns to celebrate the Diamond Jubilee 60th birthday of Prophet Michael Ayolawal of the Mountain of Solution Prayer Ministry Phase 2, Lokoja, Kogi State capital, in a grand style. A double celebration it was as it collided with his 30th wedding anniversary. Dressed in gorgeous attires, Prophet Michael Ayolawal and his wife were received at the venue, Sutoria Hotel, Lokoja, amidst jubilation as they showcased their dancing skills. And our reporter, Joshua Adinoyi, has the details.
One thing you cannot take from the Yorubas is the sweet melody of the talking drum, as talking drummers at the event took the center stage with their skillful display. Michael Ayolawal, who hails from Ogorimagongo local government area of Kogi State, was described by many as a man of many parts, while others are of the opinion that he is truly a man sent from God to help others. Speaking, the chairman of the organizing committee of the event, Pastor David Olayinka Kings, described the celebrant as a builder of men.
I've known him for quite a while, over a decade, and he has been a wonderful father. I can describe him as a ladder. He's a very accommodating father. You can hear from the testimonies that people are giving about him. And today he's 60, a Diamond Jubilee celebration. We are gathered to celebrate with him because, you see, there is no end to telling how wonderful he has been to us as a father. So we love him, and I pray for him that God will reward him abundantly. He is a raiser of men.
Similarly, Binta Sadiq and evangelist Christiana Olorunleke appreciated God for imparting their lives through the celebrant and also appreciated the celebrant for heeding to the call of God.
He's quite a godly man. He's everything that everybody will wish for. He's somebody that has everybody's interest at heart. Even without, Daddy will tell you that God's first. He takes God's first in everything he does. And he will also tell you that you should always be who you are, no matter what. So he treats everybody like his own. He's a father of everybody.
Baba is not a person that is proud. Baba respects everybody. And then you can call Baba at any time. Even though you have problem, just call Baba on the phone. Baba will attend to you. Baba is not the person that is proud. Baba is not proud. Baba is humble to everybody.
The Asiwaju of Ibira people in Oworo land in Lokoja, Chief Daniel Aze and Adekunle Olorunfemi, popularly called White Angel, both took time to explain how God has used the man of God to transform their lives.
That when you go there, it's like the way the church was described right in the Bible, and the first people that practice this religion, that is the way you meet the church where he is. Baba is not there even in the church, other church service or any program at all. Baba has not made it that because of this, you must bring this money. That, okay, you have this, maybe he's going to pray on water for you, this is what you pay. You receive the prayer, believe on God that the prayer is answered. But if on your own, whatever, just live like a Christian, that's his own preachings. My prayers for him is that God will grant him, because so many of us, somebody like me, we are looking onto how we can get some of these people in our zona areas. If I'm given the opportunity in the Christ Apostolic Church, I will want to give an appointment as a counselor to the ministers, not to the members. But that ministers, maybe arranging them in hundreds by 100, they should go and receive counseling from him on the way they are to pilot the affairs of the people in their churches.
Some 24 years ago, and then I was younger and have some characters that people will see as a terrible one, but he accommodates all my negativities. You understand? I will go to his mountain, at times I will have drunk, he will still accommodate. You know, and that's how it has been like that. So quiet, I've never seen quiet, contented, focused, hardworking. I think Prophet Lawal is just like that. Epitome of humility.
Children of the celebrant, Daniel and Esther Lawal, both appreciated God for his protection over their father, describing him as a model and a pathfinder.
He's been a wonderful person, and me personally, I can say that he has done a lot for me, that it goes beyond being a father that can do that for you. Not just every father that can do that, because we all know that on how we have committed mistakes, but it is the way he accepted us back and everything is for me. That's just it. He has been wonderful.
He's a lovely person. He's an understanding father. He's sweet. He's lovely. He's everything to us. He loves us unconditionally, without fault. He corrects us at the right time, understands us, talks to us. He's just a very good father. Daddy is a very content kind of person. He's content with whatever he has. He doesn't discriminate. He shares. He's not stingy. He gives. So the spirit of giving, the spirit of contentment is what I've learned from him and I've imbibed over the years.
The celebrant, Michael Ayolawal, appreciated God for the gift of life and also commended everyone at the event for their show of love.
I was extra happy. I'll say this. My advice is for, if you are a human being and you are living in this earth, you should have belief in God Almighty, because He's the only person that can do all things. There's nothing a man can do. It's through my faith that God was able to do what He's doing today. So I advise everybody, if you are a human being, you should have that faith that God can always do something. That is the only thing I will say concerning that. Yes.
As a patriotic Nigerian and one who believes that the nation will rise again, Lawal used the occasion to prophesy peace over the 2023 general elections in the country.
2023 election is already at hand. We all know. And we have been reigning under government or present. And Nigerians in general are complaining of one thing or the other. But I want to assure all Nigerians that with God, all things are possible. That the next election is going to be peaceful, and those that are going to rule this nation, and this nation will come back again, God will appoint such people in the name of Jesus.
Various stick dances, testimonies, and cutting of birthday cake spiced the event. From the Sutoria Hotel, Lokoja, Kogi State Capital, I am Joshua Adinoy, reporting for MLC TV.
And that is the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at this same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV, like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram handle, MLC TV 2021, Twitter is at MLC TV1. For your event coverage, information contributions, adverts, and sponsorship, please call any of the numbers now displayed on your screen. Don't forget to join us on Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. It's Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Once again, I am Mono Balabubo. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and a peaceful society together. Good evening.